Hello, welcome to EverythingAJ's. Today I would like to show you a little bit about my beading process and how I'm putting together my charms on my Suncatchers. So here is my beading. This is the Suncatcher that I made in the last video, so I wanted to kind of show a follow through of my charm process, but I didn't feel like leaving that other video too long was of high interest, so I wanted to separate it for those who maybe have a little more interest in this half versus the other part, the whole part. Okay, so this here is what I put together. It's a blue themed, different blue and flowers, as well as a hummingbird here at the top. And the customer saw that I had these beaded up and was interested in me actually giving this one to her for the purchase that she was making under the custom option. So that was perfect because I had just beaded up several for a shop that I have locally here, and so I thought, well, I'll just show her what I've got, see if she likes it. So here is basically how I set up my charms. I have a gigantic carrying case. It's for fishing lures and such, weights and whatnot, but I've turned it into using it for all of my charms. So anyways, this is basically the one that I have that's got a lot of the garden theme type of charms in it. Here is one that I'm going to pick. It's got the birdhouse with the little tiny bird on the top, you know, very related to gardening. And I've got to pick out my clasp. So I've got my other fishing case here. I actually resort to using these a lot because the locking ability on this is perfect, and I'm sure a lot of you beaders and stuff use the same thing. All right, so I've got my clasp, and I just tested a few times to make sure that it works really well. Looks like it does. Here's the clasp that I use. It's not too big, because I obviously don't need anything too large for a simple charm like that. Okay, so my other, I've got them all organized. My other charm type holding cases are these little tiny black cases. They fold together and actually lock together like that. And I can shake this around and nothing gets out of sorts, especially for these little tiny rings. That can be a nightmare if those get all over the place. So this is perfect. It unlocks individual pieces. So if I leave that open and I hit this, it's not losing everything like a lot of those other cases. If I knock it over, I've got quite the mess to clean up, which, believe you me, it has happened. And it's always unfortunate when it does. Oh, I don't know. I thought I had it in my finger, but I didn't. Okay. So I've got my one small loop here. Get my pliers. And I already just take my finger and open up that little ring. First, I'll attach my charm. I'm right-handed, so I do put it on facing with the clasp out to be used a little bit more easily right-handed. My daughter was left-handed, so when she was putting them together and helping me, she was doing the opposite. And it was funny because I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? That's wrong. She's like, no, it's not. That's how you do it. So if you're lefty and this doesn't work for you, just undo that little loop and swing that around, and I promise it'll be easier. But nonetheless, you probably won't be removing it anyways, because once this goes on, you hang it up and it just stays there as part of the character. But if you wanted to, down the road, add something to this, you can. Okay, so now I clasp it on to my charm bead, which is here just about center of my design. I can fold it like that. You can see that it's centered. and that's going to hang on there. So when I lift it up, it actually hangs perfectly and will be part of this, and it doesn't actually protrude in being able to still see that beaded design. So that's really nice. All right, and look, see, could be a bracelet, I tell you what. All right, well, that's about it. I just wanted to show you my process and how I put my charms together on my sun catchers. If you're interested in anything like this, go ahead and check out my Etsy shop. You can also take a look at some of my other videos on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit a like on this. I would really appreciate it if you let me know you like them. I just might be beading and showing a little bit more. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.